Hi! Today we're diving into the brand new Alter Ego Amberglow eyeshadow palette. This just launched and it's filled with warm, amber-toned, harvest-inspired shades. I'm going to share the details with you. We're going to do swatches and I'm going to create a couple of looks. So, if you're curious about the palette or you just love warm neutrals like I do, I got you covered. We're going to create a couple of looks, all the details, all the things. Let's hydrate and begin. Going sparkling today. So Alter Ego sent us the new Amberglow eyeshadow palette. Let's get right into the details on this one. Starting off with packaging. Packaging, like the Alter Ego is known for, matches the actual palette. So out of the package is what you're going to get on the package. And I like these palettes because of their construction and quality. It's really nice. Not too big, not too small. On the back, you have more details, and these contain 15 eyeshadows. Ooh. Now, along with the palette, Alter Ego did replenish me on my go-to eyeshadow primer, which is the eyeshadow base from Alter Ego. I love this. You guys see me use this all the time, so they sent me a new one. Yay, thank you. All right, let's open up the palette together. And you do get the little plastic protector. Nice quality mirror that you look at and you see yourself nice and crisp, which we can appreciate. And this does have the option, if you want to turn it over completely, you can, or you can, you know, hold it up. So the brand new Amberglow eyeshadow palette includes 15 warm, wearable, approachable, beautiful shades, I must say. I haven't swatched them yet, but first impression, they're gorgeous. These are practical as heck. And these are inspired by golden fields and that soft glow you get at sunset. Now in this palette, you're going to find a mix and match of finishes, including mattes, smooth shimmers, and some really reflective metallics. So you can go from a soft everyday wash to full-on bronzy glam if you want. Now the palette, it's giving earthy sunset vibe, which I really think is perfect for summer and beyond. Let's do swatches so that you can see how these tones come to life on the skin. Nice and creamy to the touch. Next row. And our third row. I think it goes without saying that this is a very approachable, appropriate bronze summer goddess color story. And of course, color stories like this work honestly throughout the year. But I mean, who doesn't love a bronzy moment for the summer? I know I do. So all of the shades, they swatch very nicely. Everything's smooth, pigmented. The metallics, the shimmers, all of them were smooth. None had like any weird textures or anything like that. So with that, let's get nice and close and let's create a couple of looks. Going in with my Alter Ego eyeshadow base. I really like this primer for eyeshadow. I like that it gives a very subtle tint, kind of blends out to looking like you, but it helps shadows adhere really well, and it's what I reach for most. This is my Alter Ego 101 brush. Alter Ego 205. Let's go into sepia. Pack that all over the brush. Let me show you how we're picking up. Just a little touch of kick up, no big deal. Just gonna tap the excess. This, I am just going to focus on the outer eye and blend directly in the crease. Nice and soft. Kind of messily, but soft to give it a very diffused look. For a first look, I'm thinking soft, easy, everyday. You have the palette, you want to use it. So we're going to create a nice, approachable, everyday kind of look. So just blending this in the crease, bringing it up just a little. Nice little diffused moment, if you will. This matte shade is blending very easily, very nicely. And again, I'm using a fluffy brush, holding it out at the end, so light diffused application. And it's doing so nicely. Same 205 fluffy brush. Let's go into Cocoa. Cocoa is the darkest, but I am just gonna tap into that. Tap, tap, tap a lot off the excess. And very lightly apply this on my outer eye. I just want a very soft, diffused outer eye. Don't want to make it smoky. We're going to do a smoky one, but not yet. Nice. So again, I cleaned it off. Let's go into Velvet. It's like a soft, peachy, warm tone. And let's dust this on the lid. And it's going to be soft. That's what I'm going for. So take my time and build it up. I'm going to take that brush into the shade Rich. Pick that up on the brush. I am going to tap the excess because I don't want it to be too much. And I'm just going to lightly pat this just for a little subtle sparkle on the centermost portion of the lid. Nothing over the top. I'm going to go back into the Rich shade. Put a little more on the brush. Again, tap a lot of the excess off and lightly build up the center. You want that subtle sparkle. I love sparkle. I could wear sparkle anytime. But again, I really want to keep this look very soft. Soft and pretty. I'm going to go back into our fluffy brush. I did clean it off. And I'm going to go into this Sundrop shade. It's right above Velvet, so it's a little bit lighter. Pick that up, and I'm just going to apply that right on the beginning portion of the lid. I'm going to go with a brown mascara for this one. Keep it nice and soft. And I'm intentionally not going to apply it all the way just because I am going to remove it and do another look, but just to kind of pull the look together. Shadows blended very nicely, very easy to work with. Very happy with the way this came out. Let's do another look. So for our next look, I'm definitely thinking like a warm bronzy glam. I mean, I'm thinking that a lot with the palette. But that's what we're gonna do for our next look. 205, I cleaned her off. I feel like we're gonna be using this brush a lot. So the 205, I'm actually going to mix the two darkest shades, Sepia and Cocoa. I'm going to mix them. I'm going to do like 3 parts Sepia, 1 part Cocoa. Very easy to work with these matte shades. They give good pigment, but of course, again, we're using a fluffy brush, so it's soft and diffused, intentionally. Cleaned off the 205. I'm going to go into this shade right here, Umber. It's very light in comparison to the ones we just applied. And I'm going to use that to diffuse my edges here. Bring this up a bit. I really like how easy it is to blend and build these. We got a nice base going, yeah? This is the 203 from Alter Ego. I'm going to go into Blaze, that really pretty gold. Just going to pack that on the brush. And I'll show you what we're looking like as I do that. So we're gonna tap the excess, and I am just going to apply this on the lid. So pretty. See how smooth that goes on? And I don't have a ton of fallout. That's pretty. Oof. Very beautiful. 202, I'm thinking, let's go into Ivory. So I'm going to pack that on the brush, tap the excess, and let's put a bit on the inner portion. Oof. Oh, yes. These are the things that excite me and that I love. When eyeshadow just eyeshadows, you know what I mean? Look at that. This is gorgeous. I'm wearing this date night. This is a date night vibe with a nice glossy nude lip. Yes. Look at that. That's so pretty. And what a difference. Very soft, but still got some sparkle, but soft. And then this. All right. Let me do the mascara, pull it together. And here are our first two looks. I'm very happy with them. I love how different, to really show that, yeah. Again, I have to emphasize how much I really enjoy how different the looks are. Soft. You could wear this every day. Or, hey, I'm wearing this date night. Yeah, really pretty. All right, I've got another look for you. Be right back. Prepped and ready. I want to do something smoky. I want to do something bold. Yeah. 205. Going with the 205. I'm going to go into this shade Suede. I'm just going to lay down for the gradient to build up to the smoky. So let's build this shade. I'm going to put that in the crease, but bring it up just a little. Nice, fluffy, effortless. Doesn't have to be perfect. Because again, this is what I'm going to use to make that gradient into the smoky vibes of the look. Light little tap into sepia. And then Cocoa. And again, yeah, we're still with the 205. So Cocoa is where I'm going to really pack that on. Tap the excess. And I'm actually just going to put this outer eye. Mostly. And just blend. Make sure I like where it's at, placement wise. And then whatever is left, right in the crease. That's why I like using fluffy brushes to do my smoky looks, because it's soft and forgiving, you know? This is my little 201 from Alter Ego. I am going to take the Suede shade. Okay, we'll go in with that first. And I'm going to go right on my lower lash. In with the 202, I am going to go into Cocoa. But very little of Cocoa. Just to add, you know, that smokiness. Keeping it real close to the lash line. And nothing too intense. Nice and easy placement. And the shadows cooperated. They did what they needed to do. So now, for our lid shade, I'm going to go into Copper. Right here. And I'm going to use my 203 brush. Let's pack that on. And place that right all over the lid. Ooh. Look how pretty that goes on. Ooh, yes. And with that 202 brush, we're gonna go into this shade right here, Honey. And I wanna put Honey on my inner corner. I'm gonna go in with a black in my waterline and smudge it to really grunge up the look even more. That's exactly what I was looking for, hoping for, and going for. All right, let me finish up with some mascara, kind of touch up, and then we'll talk. Thoroughly enjoyed creating 3 looks using this new palette. Love this color story. This is such an approachable color story. Very realistic, very practical for real life. And beyond summer. Textures and consistency, quality is there. Shadows blend, they're pigmented, they apply. I didn't have a ton of fallout. And each look, I made sure to go in with a sparkly, glimmery, shimmery shade. really, really enjoy that. That's like a big plus for me. And I mean, honestly, if we get a little fall, it's not the end of the world either, but I'm just saying. And the biggest thing we're not even touching on yet is the price point. This is a really good price point for a palette like this, especially for the quality and the looks that you can create with it. See, my biggest thing with color stories like this is, am I just getting like the light every days, or can I amp it up? And I definitely can do both. And you know what's really nice is you can take one of these, like even the copper and the pretty special kind of glimmery shimmery shades, and do a nice little one and done. Put some bronzer in the crease if you want. So I like that. There's versatility. It's not just one color, one look all the time. So I hope I was able to share that with you with the 3 looks that I created today. So overall, based on quality, performance, and just the looks I was able to create, I'm giving this palette a thumbs up and I'm recommending it. Definitely check it out. I'll have it linked down below. And I can't wait to hear which look was your favorite. Comment it down below. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending your time with me, allowing me to share these 3 looks with you using the new Alter Ego palette. Take a moment and give today's video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Stay beautiful, guys. I'll see you soon.